Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Nice to see you again. How are you?
Yes, I'm very well. I hope now can I can get with you better.
Can you say one more time, please? I can.
I can not.
I cannot hear you clearly. Can you repeat, please?
Yes, right. I hope I have I after studying myself, I hope I can understand you better.
Mm-hmm. No problem. No problem. Okay. And how was your weekend? Can you please tell me what did you do on the weekend?
I weekend
Mm-hmm.
last week I went to visit my friend's parents
Mm-hmm.
and have a party with them,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
then picked up my daughter to buy some roses for her.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, that is nice. That is nice. Okay. And what will you do tomorrow? Do you have any plans for tomorrow? What are you going to do tomorrow?
I think as a normal working days, I'm going to work and in the evening maybe studying or writing something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very nice. Okay. So and I just want to ask you about our schedule. You mentioned that you want to have classes. Is that right? Okay. Do you want to have classes every day, or do you want to have classes? How do you want? I just want to ask you, how do you want to have our classes?
Yes, I want to have class on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, and Sunday, Sunday or Saturday. I think 2 times a week
Two
because
times, two or
yeah,
three times a week.
three times a week
Mm-hmm.
because I have to study writing and listening.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so three times a week. Okay, just I need just to check. Okay, please let me check because you mentioned you want on Monday. Okay, eh,
Monday, Wednesday,
Monday,
Wednesday,
Wednesday. Just let me check. Okay, Wednesday is okay, and uh,
and Saturday or Sunday. You can
uh,
choose.
okay, we will have on Saturday. On Saturday, but is it okay? Just one moment. Um Yes, okay, so we can have on Saturday without any problems. Just I want to mark that we will have a class on Saturday at 10 p.m. Is that right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay, just one moment. Or do you want in 9:30? Do you want to have a 9:30 on Saturday, maybe?
okay, yeah, okay.
9:30 is okay on Saturday. Okay, just one moment. I want to write this. Okay, so we will. Okay, no problem. So we will have. Okay, three times a week. Okay, so we will have our classes. So don't worry. Okay, it's okay. Very nice. Okay, so we will continue. Okay, where we stop on our previous class that we used to have. Okay, just one moment. Okay, this is from other class. Now, how to make offers. Okay, so we will start with this. How to make an offer. Okay, so can you please tell me something about you, about your job? Can you remind me what is your job? What do you do?
Uh, at present, I'm marketing manager at Vietnam National Seed Livestock Company. That is the biggest company for uh, agriculture in Vietnam,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, we have a lot of branches around the country and some abroad.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, this is good. Okay, and yes, and can you please tell me, your marketing manager? So, do you make offers to other companies? Do you make offers, for example, with other companies?
Offer.
Offers,
Offer.
yes. Yes. Do you make some offers? Do you say, okay, so we will do that or we will do this? You are saying something like this?
For example, I understand the question that I offer some company for a meeting or a products and so on.
Okay. And can you please tell me what offer do you give to someone? Do you give some offer, and what offer do you give?
Yeah. So I uh, I am a marketing manager for this company, so I have to offer our products for other company. They are working in planning crops.
Mhm. Yes. Okay. Okay. So this is okay. And what was the last offer that you gave to someone? Can you please tell me what was the last offer that you gave to someone?
Yes, I think uh, today I offered my staff to to do clearly to do list every day and make it and offer them to some guys to do it better.
To do it better. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we will learn about offering something. Okay. Now about meetings. Now this is okay. Match the words. Okay. So we will start with this. Are you a member of union? Okay. Can you please tell me? Are you a member of union?
Member union.
Union. Yes. In your company, are you member, for example, of union in your company?
In my company.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yes. So, are you member of an union? An union, for example, is a people who work in a company. So they have a union. For example, you have a union uh, for certain questions, certain topics. Okay.
ah,
Yes. Okay. So union is, for example, people from the company okay, who are speaking about their rights and everything else.
yeah.
Okay, so are
Yes.
you?
Yes. At the moment, I'm a member of speaking speaking maybe speaking class in our company. We have a group and we try to help each other uh, to how to speak with other person, other customer, such as the customers.
Mhm. Okay, and can you please tell me, yes, and what is something that you like to do with your colleagues? Okay, can you please tell me?
Uh, with my colleagues.
Hmm. So, what is something that you like to do with your colleagues from your
Uh,
company?
After I think on maybe eating with them on lunch because we have a lot of time together. But most of time we are we have to work. So when we have some break time, for example, uh, the uh, the rest some rest at lunch. So take um, we often have a lunch and have a cup of coffee together and chat about our work or our work and our family and so on. And we I think that it helps our relationship more strengthened.
Hmm. Okay, real. Okay, so this is about relationship. Okay, and can you please tell me yes? Okay, and I want to ask you. Okay, that is the part of the relationship. Okay, so that maybe we are facing. Okay, and what can you please tell me? Make suggestion for these situations below. Okay, to your teacher, try to make more than one situation. Okay, now can you please read the first one? Can you please read the number one?
Yeah. You and your colleagues cannot use the room that is see wait me a minute. Is I it at the you and your colleagues cannot use the room that is reserved for a meeting. Your office is free.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now, and you and your colleagues cannot use the room that is reserved for a meeting. Your office is free. So, what would you do in this situation? For example, you have this situation. So, can you please tell me what would you do in this particular situation?
Uh, let me think. Not use the room.
So, what is something that you can do for this particular situation? For example,
Um, maybe we have a break time, so we have a coffee together, and we can make a meeting at the coffee near our office.
no, 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 you didn't understand. This is you need to have a meeting. You need to have a meeting,
Yes,
and meeting office is busy. Okay,
yeah,
so you cannot enter the meeting office, but your office is free.
yes.
Okay,
Uh, I,
so what would you do in this situation?
I think we can use our office as a meeting room.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
and
and
we can have a meeting at in our office.
mhm. Okay, very nice, and very nice. And what else can you do? Okay, so you can have in your office, and what else can you do? What else can you do in these situations? Can you please tell me? What is
Um,
something else that you can do in this situation?
we maybe we arrange some table for for easy for it easy to sitting around, because in our office every people have their own private table.
Mm-hmm,
So I think that we have to do something that arranges the table to collect some table in a big table, and we can sit around that. I think it's enough for a meeting.
mm-hmm. Okay. And number two, can you please read number two? What is number two here? Can you please read number
Yeah.
two?
You are in a meeting that has been going for 3 hours. You can see that you will need a break.
Mm-hmm,
I think uh, if the meeting have 3 hours, it's for most people. It's suitable for most people. So some people need a break. They can go out and take a rest themselves. Then they can back the meeting.
mm-hmm. Okay. And did you ever had this situation, for example, that meeting lasts for a long period of time? So did you ever had this situation that
Yes,
some? Mhm.
yes, I had a lot. Uh, where especially when I'm tired. Um, in the rooms with a lot of people for a long hours. It's make me feel sleepy. And then I left it for a while and take some coffee. When I make my mind intellectually alive, I can come back a meeting again.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. And number 3. Okay, can you please tell me? Can you please read number 3?
Yeah, the company needs an interpreter for a dinner with a big rest from the country.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so your company needs an interpreter. Okay, interpreter for a dinner with VIP guests from your country. Okay, so who would you, for example, who would you invite? Can you please tell me who would you invite as a VIP guest? Okay, if you can, imagine that you can call someone.
Uh, yeah,
So, so who would you call? For example, for to
maybe
help you.
my maybe my manager.
Okay, your manager. And how about some VIP people? Okay, so someone who is connected with VIP. So would you like to call someone from VIP? Okay, so what do you think about this?
I think I often spoke for them, so I think it's quite normal because I'm a manager, so I have a responsibility in communicating with VIP guests.
Okay, and yes, and this is something that that can be okay connected with VIP guest. Okay, and how about famous people? Someone who can be really famous. Okay, so who would you who would you like to call if you have someone who is famous? Would you call someone like this?
Uh, it means that someone famous people,
Yes, yes, some famous people.
yeah, and who call them.
Yeah, yeah. Who would you like to invite? For example, if you can choose someone who is really famous, and who would you like to invite on your event?
Yes, yeah. I think maybe I offer a famous singer,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
be a dancer because it's make um, a dinner will be uh, more exciting
Mm-hmm.
and they have some relaxed together. That make the airs in in uh, in the dinner. I think it's make relax and not
Mm-hmm.
stress, not stressful, and they can feel as they can feel at home.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. And now let's go with number. Okay, number 4. Can you please read number 4?
Yeah, a colleague has to get
A
has
call
to get
to
a
the
colleague.
airport. Mm-hmm.
Yes, to have a colleague has to get to the airport to fly home, but there are no taxi or public transport at the moment. Uh, no taxi and public transport at the moment. I think in the situation way, there are some tools to do. The first, if I have a car, I can have my colleagues. I can pick him or her to up to the airport. If I don't have a car, I can ask my company to to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and now we have here to get to airport to fly home. And did you ever had this situation that is opposite, that you need transportation, for example, to someone to take you from your home? Did you ever had this situation?
Uh, I remember for me it's not, but it's happened for my colleagues. It's a happen, and then she was worried about that. She asked me what could she do. And then I I picked her up to the station.
Mhm. Okay, okay, and what happened, for example, if someone needs to, for example, to use your car or to go somewhere, would you borrow your car to someone?
Uh,
Would
Bye.
you borrow your car? For example, someone needs a car to go somewhere. Would you borrow your car to someone?
Borrow a car. It's
Mhm.
rarely for me to borrow a car from another person because I think uh, a car in my country, a car is likely a wife or a husband. It's very familiar with them, so I try to rent a taxi instead of borrowing from someone.
Mhm. Okay, very nice. Okay, now and we have here number 5. Okay, can you please read number 5?
A meeting has come to the point where your journalist is needed. If they need me, I always ready if I have time.
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay, okay. And now meeting has come to the end where knowledge is needed. Okay, so what knowledge is needed in your on your job? For example, if I want to help you with your job. Okay, so what knowledge I need to have?
what knowledge?
Mhm. Okay, so what knowledge? What knowledge? Okay, I want to ask you what knowledge, for example, if I want to do your job or to help you with your job, to help you with your job. So what knowledge do we need to have? Okay, so
What
if we, yes. So what knowledge we need to have? For example,
uh,
I need to have about your job. What is something that I need to have? What I need to do to have about your job?
yeah, you mean that you want to help me and what the knowledge you can
Mhm.
you can have.
Yes, yes. So, what is something that I need? Yes, what is something that I need, for example, I need to have? What knowledge I need to have if I want to do your job?
Yeah. Uh, my job is communicating with my customer, even the foreigner. So my pronunciation is not good, and I think it's a so advantage. So you can help me
Hmm.
to improve it. Yeah.
Okay. But what skills do you have? I'm asking you about your skills. What skills do you have? Okay, so what skills do you have? For example, what is something important to know if someone wants to do your job? So
Ah,
what?
about my job.
Yes.
Yes. I think my job is very easy to learn if you are an extrovert person and you want to communicate with each other and you are happy with it. So if you have that character, you can learn everything about marketing. So because it's familiar to that kind of person.
Hmm. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. We have here to make suggestion. We often use. Shall I start? Why you don't you start? Or what about starting you? Okay, now let's go back. Okay, now let's see this part. Okay, now I want to ask you. Okay, so we have here this email. Okay, now can you please read this email for us?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Just sorry. Sorry. Okay. Now, can you please read this email?
Give me a minute. I make it bigger because my internet today uh, have interrupted. So I study by my phone. It's not good as a computer. Now I read the email. It's
Yes. Yes, please.
maybe I take my
Hello, can you hear me?
can you give me a minute? I take a glass.
Glasses.
Glasses. Uh, ex- excuse this email. I don't know if you remember me. We met at the meeting in the, the last month. Are coming to visit your company soon. For this time, it will be a short holiday, just for 10 days. Would you rest what to see or do? Thank you very much for the help, Jim.
Okay. So, how would you write your email? Okay, to someone. Can you please tell me how? So, how would you write an email to someone? What would you do to write an email to someone?
First, I introduce about myself, and the second, I will give some the reason for that email, and I the third I ask them about something I want they know about something, or they will do something. And the last I think I will write thank you uh, for they reading my they read my email.
Okay. And what email do you usually write? Can you please tell me what emails do you usually write?
I often email for my colleagues uh, about the daily routine work, and um, we exchange about the work, um, the the um, the uh, the progress of working. In addition, besides that, I often email for my boss to report to send my reports about my work.
Okay. Yes, and what is something, okay, what other emails, for example, do you can write? Can you please tell me what other emails you can write?
I can write. It depends on the what kind I have to do. For example, when I have to uh, complain about the services of my my supply, I will give some the detailed problem of what happened to us, and then I ask them to solve it and give us the how what time they can do it, um, and maybe I can give them some deadline to respond my email. Uh, Last, I will thank you to them uh, for cooperation. Uh,
Cooperation.
Cooperation, yeah,
Mhm.
cooperation, and it and some other email. For example, thank you for when somebody make uh, they have with for me. They have for me. I think I may write a letter for thanks them
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay, and I just want to ask you, okay, so what email, for example, we have holiday in your country. Okay, so where would you like to go on holiday in your country? Can you please tell me where would you like to go on holiday in your
um,
country?
it depends on what's the holiday. For example, on Lulo Lulo festival holiday in Vietnam, we I often I like come back to my hometown to visit my relatives and enjoy our family selves in in the cottage house and take a rest to recharge my energy. But in holidays uh, in Independent Days on 30 April, I will take a rest and because it is nearly it's the beginning of summer, so I am going to go to beach and we can enjoy if we can with my children and we can do a lot of exciting
Mm-hmm.
things there. For example, swimming or walking on the long alongside of the beach.
Mm-hmm. Alongside at the beach. Okay, and now let's take a look. Okay, now let's see here. Now, to react on an offer or a suggestion, some of the expressions we can use are, okay, so let's see. Okay, can you please read this part for us?
Yeah, there's no way we do accept that.
Mm-hmm.
That means it is a very direct no.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean Wednesday or Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
It means asking for clari
Clarif
clarify,
clarification.
clarification, clarification. That's not a bad idea. It's positive but careful reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think it's a great idea and enthusiastic enthusiastic reaction.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how would you react? Okay, what do you usually say when you have a situation like this? Okay, so can you please tell me what is something that you usually say when you have situation like this? Can you please tell me? Okay, so what is something that you usually say? For example, you are having situation like this, and so what is something that you would usually say in this situation?
Um, yes.
Mhm.
Um, I think so when
So how do you react when someone asks you something? So what is on your job? So what do you usually say? How do you react when someone asks you about something? So how do you react?
uh, when my boss offer me a job, I often agree with that. Sometimes I ask them a detail of the job um, and how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's quite difficult for me. I will ask them for help me to give me more stuff or um, give me some authority to hide the outside resources.
Okay. And did you ever ask for clarification? Clarification, that means, for example, that you didn't understand something. Okay, so did you ever ask for clarification about what are you doing? Okay, so did you ever do that? That you need to that someone needs to, for example, say to you to explain a little bit more about about your about your job. So did you ever had something like this that you need an extra explanation about this?
Yes, I often do that when
Mm,
I think when some people give me some question, they uh, they expected um, me to do that, but if I didn't understand, I couldn't do that well. So I think that I will ask them more detail about that.
mhm. More details about that. Okay, very nice. Now, and can you please tell me? Yes, okay. I want to ask you, when was the last time that you ask clarification? Did you ask your boss about or your colleagues about clarification? So when was the last time that you asked for clarification?
Um, Maybe I think quite long ago. Maybe I think maybe some months ago when my boss tell me to do CAMs. So that means customer service relationships rule.
Mm-hmm,
But my company don't have a relationship department, so they prepare for it. And my boss asked me to do it. I don't understand, but it's unlucky for me. They didn't understand too.
mm-hmm,
So yes, and I tried to find out by looking on Google and ask some professional person outside of my company.
mm-hmm. Okay. Now that is quite nice and good. Okay, now let's see. Okay, and we have here looking again, listening. Now, how to offer helps. Okay, so we have here. Did you ever? Okay, just one moment. Okay, did you ever offer help someone in your company? Did
Mm,
you? Mm-hmm,
yes, I did. I always ask my staff to help me to do our work. I think no one can complete their works uh, only by themselves. So I always try to collect the empower from another.
mm-hmm. Okay, and can you please tell me? Yes, this is something that is. And when was the last time that you offer someone a help? Okay, can you please tell us when was the
Uh,
last time that you offer help to someone?
Today, yeah, today, when my boss asked me to investigate um, about some about people who make uh, the product similar to our product.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they copy um, package.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Uh,
then it's and we can found we found it on the market. Then I have the I have a responsibility to find it. Then I asked my staff to go with me and we divided some responsible for some staff follow the seller who sells the final products, and I try to find the information about the people who produce packets on the who sell the packet, and last we find a person who makes the similar packets as a.
Okay, and we have here, have you ever been to a trade fair? Okay, did you ever, okay, so we have here a trade fair. Did you ever be on a trade fair so far? Can you please tell us?
Pardon?
Did you ever been on a trade fair? Did you ever go on a trade fair?
Trade fair?
Yes.
Trade fair, that means market.
Yes, to the market. Okay.
Yes. Yes, I often do it every month because we sell we sell products that people need to for their meals every day. So we often make it. We often bring it to the trade fair to display it to for customer.
Okay, and when was the last time that you used to be on a trade fair? Okay, when was the last time? Can you please tell us?
2 months 2 months ago, we organized a small festival at a trade fair in the center of city. And yes, we hired um, a cabin. We hire a cabin, and we display our product there. We invited customers around the area to show it, to see it.
Okay, and okay, now we have here speaking. Okay, colleague from New York will be working in your department for 3 months. Your manager wants you to show them around this afternoon. Look at the list below. Okay, I will make it bigger. Just okay. So look at the list below. Is there anything else they need to see or know? Okay, so for example, imagine that your colleague from New York, from other country, will come to your, for example, to your company, and your boss tell you that you need to organize everything. So what will you do? How would you organize these things for this colleague from New York or from other parts of the world? So what is something that you would organize? Can you please tell me?
I think a company from another country come to our department, so we the first thing uh, they have to know another colleague. So I will introduce them with other member of staff. That's the first. And then I can introduce them about the system in our department, and introduce them the tree of department in my company. That means how the people in every department related to his role, to his job.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yes, it's help him to is to be take it's help him take easier to do the job.
Mm-hmm.
And when he need help, he can I can introduce him Google. Uh, he can miss when he need help.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then I can introduce him about the other rooms in the company, uh, such as the meeting rooms, restroom, library, and so on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and yes, and what would you do, for example, if you go to another country? Would you, for example, go to another country? Okay, so what would you ask your colleagues if you go to another country? Okay, to work. So what is something that you would ask? Can you please
Yes,
tell
I think the first I want to know the people around me,
me?
and it's help me feel familiar and easier for me to do my work.
Hmm. Okay.
Uh, then I will feel better, and it's help me um, to get uh, uh, to to it's a help me to find the new culture. Is more familiar,
Hmm.
and then I think that I will ask my boss to give me a guide to my job.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and now that is really nice and really good. Okay, and which country, for example, if you have an opportunity, if you have a chance, so which country would you like to visit? Can you please tell me which country would you like to visit?
If I have a chance, I will be visit maybe um, Poland.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
I think I remember that the I don't remember the country, but they have they grow a lot of flower. Do you know that name? It's similar Poland, but not Poland.
Holland, Holland.
Holland, yes, Holland. I wish I would go there.
Hmm. Okay, and why do you want to go there? Can you please tell me?
Because the uh, uh, an agriculture country, and there are a lot of flowers there. Especially, I can know that they have a lot of exotic vegetable, uh, and it's yesterday I visited a farm from them. They display in Vietnam, and it's a very beautiful. And there's a lot of many kinds of vegetable are very beautiful with and colorful.
Hmm.
Um, and I feel in in this that country is a very beautiful, and maybe uh, they have developed agriculture.
Hmm.
So
Okay, and
uh,
about your job. Okay, so this is about agriculture and about your job. Which country is suitable for about your job? Okay, so we have here different jobs. Okay, so what country is suitable for you about doing your job? Can you please tell me?
in my job,
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
think I think any countries needs my job because marketing is very important in every country. It's connect the products and the customer. So I think I can live in anywhere. It's easy for me.
Mm-hmm. It's easy for you. Okay, very nice. Now let's take a look. Describe on the order in which you want to do these things. Okay, now we have here tell your plans, okay, to your teacher. Okay, so I want to ask you what plans, for example, if you want, for example, what plans would you have? How would you make plans? How would you sort this out? What is the here? What is the most important thing? Can you please tell me? What can be here the most important thing? What do you think?
Yes. But, it,
So the most important thing. What is here the most
let
important thing?
yes, let me think. I read again
Yes.
where to that have meeting department member staff. I also think the member staff is the most important thing because relationship is more important for me.
Okay, and why do you think so? Why this is the most important thing? Why?
Uh, because I like I like speaking with other. I don't want to live alone, and I think I can learn from. It's the best way for me to uh, to live in another country, and it also I can learn from them rapidly, um, especially uh,
Mhm,
especially um, talking with my colleagues um, help me keep my mind intellectually alive, and I will feel a lot of I will feel the full energy, uh, and I can do everything, and I can do my work better and more efficient, yeah, more effective.
effective. Okay, and which one is the less important? Which one is not so important? What do you think? Which
Person,
one here? Which one is not so important?
yes, well, maybe meeting rooms.
hmm
I think we can make a meeting everywhere and not special meeting rooms.
Okay, not special. Okay, you don't need special place for meeting rooms. Okay, and where do you usually have meetings? Can you please tell me where do you usually have meetings?
Where
Yes, in your do you have in your office? Do you have a meeting office? So can you please tell me? How about you? Where do you usually have meetings? Can you please tell me? In
we have a lot of small rooms for every meeting because we often have a small group to discuss about everything. So um, my company have some small meeting room, but if all of these are occupied, we can make a meeting at our room or go to a coffee.
Mhm. Okay, okay, very nice. Okay, now let's see and go on a coffee. Now let's see, and I want to ask you, can you please tell me how often do you go on a coffee? How often do you go on a coffee with your friends? How often?
Yeah, Um, I think that some month ago, so I often went to coffee every day because I'm addicted uh, a cup of coffee every day. It makes me feel um, it, it makes my mental health is better and make me wake it wakes up my mind uh, and I didn't feel sleepy but uh, um, my when the doctor said me it's not good for my skin, it makes my skin will be darker. Then I given up. Gave up it, and now I only go to a cup of coffee 2 times a week.
Okay, very nice. And with your colleagues, okay, do you have, for example, do you know what is a team building? I want to ask you, do you know what is a team building?
Team building.
Yes. Do you know what is a team building?
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, so how often do you have on your job do you have a team building?
Uh, we we always have team building to do a plan. Every plan we have a team because we try to help each other, and we can we can we can take advantage of every person in our group.
Okay, very nice. Now, and what do you think, are team building useful in your opinion? Are they useful?
Yeah, of course, definitely, I think so, because uh, we can, you know, what every person have their strong and weakness aspect. So, in a team building, uh, uh, when you have when someone have a weakness, they can ask from the person who has a strong aspect, and I think that it's help the teams will be better and uh, work the job more effectively.
Okay, very nice. That is really nice. Okay, so we finished our class. Can you please tell me, do you have any questions for me? Do you have any
Yes,
questions? Hmm?
uh, no question, teacher, and I I wish the last lesson you can help me mm, to make um, to talk as the way I expect us
As a
for
way,
some program.
as a
Yeah,
way.
the, the way I expect us.
Okay, okay, yes, okay. I will try to do that. No problem. Okay, so we will continue. Okay, but I ask you some questions. This is how you can develop more your speaking skills. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And also you can revise my pronunciation more and more.
Yeah, we will practice your pronunciation. Don't worry. This is just the beginning. Okay, so we just started, so don't worry. Okay, so this is the process. Okay, so we are in the process, so don't worry. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Now I have to go, and I know it's late in your country, and I wish you a good night and see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, see you.
Bye bye.